So, Killer Bean Forever. Oh man. I got recommended from a friend of mine to watch it because he only saw like a minute of it. Well, it turns out the film is kind of bad. It's good kind of way. I mean, the first minute is kind of stupid with them dancing, breakdancing or whatever. Thankfully, that's not the whole movie, but um so there's this character called the Killer Bean, and he's hired to kill somebody, whatever. It's basically standard um, action movie stuff, except for they're beans and 3D animated from I guess 2008 or 9. Um, yeah, the some of the stuff is kind of dated. Like they reference the Matrix, like the slow mos. It's like extremely corny, and the thing actually the this hour and a half movie actually has a plot. Surprisingly, this movie about a bean actually has a decent plot, and I watched it with my brother, but we couldn't take the movie really seriously, especially when the characters, every time they would get killed or smacked, they would flare their arms and legs. It would be so hilarious. They're like, "Ugh," and then also like, and every time the character talks, they have to move their head. It's like they have like, what do you call that? A like disease where you have to move your head like or something. I don't know. It's like every time they move their head and they don't. 90% of the characters look identical, and half of them don't have pants, except for like certain characters. And some of the action is, and the animation is somewhat good. Sometimes it feels a little, I don't know, not choppy, but I don't know, but I just can't take the flaring death. Me and my brother were dying, and oh yeah, there was a really kind of racist Asian stereotype character. It's like you talk more like, oh yeah, you know what I mean, like if a white person dubbed an Asian person in like the older Godzilla movies or something. But yeah, and I would recommend watching it. It's on YouTube for free, and my brother even said, "Can we buy this on disc?" Because we were entertained by the movie. I hope they eventually make another one because technically that was the third one because two of them were shorts before that from 96, and they said on there 2001, and this one says 2008 or 9. But yeah, the Killer Bean is a really interesting movie. There was a few parts where it felt like it was being dragged on, but every time they like open their mouths to like eat something or drink something, they have no. It's just the mouth and their whatever, and their the bottom half of their look like ass. Oh man, I just can't take the flaring arms. It just looks like one of those Grand Theft Auto deaths where you get blown up or something and your arms and legs are flaring all around. Or one of those Happy Wheel deaths. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. It's so bad it's good. And some of the voice acting also I think was only voiced by like four people, and they were trying so hard to do it. Um, you know, voice acting, and it comes off as, and the one character sounded like Michael Clark Duncan. He tried so hard to sound like Michael Clark Duncan. But yeah, Definitely worth watching.